everyone, I am Usharani. Welcome back to my channel. How are you all? I hope everyone are doing good. Now, today in this video I am going to explain about the pair of linear equations in two variables. So what is a linear equation? If the degree of an equation is 1, then we can say that is a linear equation. Equation means equal to is there. Then we can say that is a equation. Pair of linear equation means two equations here. One equation is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. This is one of the linear equation. And second equation is a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. This is the second equation. In those two equations, x and y are the variables. a1, b1, c1. Those three are constant values. Those we call it a coefficients of x and y. So in this entire chapter, what you have to learn? By using these two linear equations, you have to find out that x and y values. Variables always you have to find out that x and y. So variables you have to find out. In this, x and y are the variables. So x and y values you have to find out. For finding of x and y, in this chapter, three methods are there. One is the graphical method, and second one is substitution method and elimination method. Second one is elimination method, and third one is substitution method. By using of any other method, three methods you can find out the variables x and y. Depends on the question, you have to follow the procedure. By using the graphical method, you have to find out x and y means. By using that graphs only, you have to find out where the points, with the lines. Linear equation means you will get the graph always straight line. For each line, each linear equation, you will get one straight line. Two equations are there. Those two you will get straight lines. Where those two lines are intersecting, that intersecting point, there you will get that x and y values. Those are the x and y values of these two equations. Those are the values of x and y. That is only answer. Intersecting point. But here, sometimes you will get that intersecting point and sometimes you won't get that intersecting point. Sometimes you will get that parallel lines. Sometimes you will get that coincidence lines. Like that, different types of lines are there. Depends on these values we can find out. So by using the elimination method, also you can find out x and y. Elimination method means x or y. First one time you have to eliminate either x or y. Next you can find out the other value. By using that, again you can find out the first value also. Again, substitution method. Here also you can substitute. I will explain briefly in the next video. So these three are the methods. In this entire chapter, you have to find out, you have to learn that these three methods, especially graphical method, this is very, very important. Must and should, it will come in the examination. In the third chapter, polynomials chapter also, I already explained that a graph for the linear polynomial or the quadratic polynomial or the cubic polynomial. Maximum quadratic is very, very important. I already explained one sum in my previous video. So if you watch that video, then you will get some idea. Like that, any other graph question must and should will come in the examination. So students, be concentrate on the graph, how to construct. Then you will get full marks in the graph. For the construction, you will get half of the mark. If it is a 4 marks question, then you will get for a graph 2 marks, as well as the construction steps also you will get 2 marks. As well as, for example, 6 marks question means 3 marks for that graph and again 3 marks for the construction steps. So be concentrate on these problems. It's a very, very important. And next one is here. Let a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. These two are two linear equations. Form a pair of linear equations. Now here, use those two equations here Just you have to find out the nature of these equations. What is that? Relation between coefficients and nature of system of equations. This tabular form is very important. What is the nature of pair of linear equation and what is the relation between the coefficients and the nature of system of again equation? Just you have to learn. Here first one, comparison of ratios. Next one is graphical representation, algebraic interpretation and solution. Here comparison of ratios. Here coefficients are A1, B1, C1 as well as A2, B2 and C2. These 6 are the coefficients. In this first ratio is A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. That is a condition. Here two ratios A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. If these two ratios are not equal, then you will get in the on the graphical representation, what you will get? Intersecting lines you will get. Intersecting lines means what is that? Algebraic interpretation. Those are consistent and as well as independent. Now, whenever these two are intersecting lines, wherever it intersects, that intersecting point, those two values corresponding x axis as well as corresponding to y axis, draw the line, and what are the values are those two you have to represent. Then those two x and y are the values of the particular question. So that is the solution. That point means x and y value, those two are the answers. So those two values are the question answer. So you will get only one solution. Whenever these two ratios are not equal, those two are intersecting lines as well as those two are consistent and independent, and you will get one solution. That you have to remember. Next, if A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2, first two ratios are equal but is not equal to C1 by C2, then what type of lines you will get on the graphical representation? Parallel lines. Parallel lines means they won't meet at one point. They never intersect. Intersecting is nothing but meeting at one point. Example, railway lines. So they never meet. They never meet straight directly, they will go like this. These two are parallel lines. Then no solution. You won't get the solution. Why? Because intersecting point only the solution. So here what is the answer? No solution. Directly you can find out by using the ratios of these coefficients. Then immediately you can say that how many solutions are there. If both are intersecting, then you will get one solution. If both are not, if first two are equal and last one is not equal to, then you will get the parallel lines. Then no solution. Next, if three ratios are equal, A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2, then those lines we call it as coincident lines. On the same line you will get the another line also. That means number of solutions. That means infinity number of solutions. Infinity is nothing but no limit. So infinity number of solutions, many solutions, no end. So this is the answer, and these lines are also consistent and dependent lines. This tabular form is also very important. They will give you two parallel lines or pair of linear equations. Then you have to find out whether two linear equations are parallel lines or intersecting lines or coincident lines. They will ask like that. You have to find out by using the ratios. Then you can find out immediately. You can say that whether both are parallel lines or intersecting lines or coincident lines. Like that you can find out by using the ratios. This is the relation between the ratios. This is also very important. In this entire chapter you have to learn like this. This one is, and second one is a graphical representation. That is also very important. Graphical representation must and should, it will come in the examination. And these type of questions, 1 mark or 2 mark questions, they will ask you. And one more thing is substitution or elimination method also you have to learn. Thank you all. Once again, thank you. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you all.